the goal of Skexeo to actually find planets similar to the Earth that could have life on them. I am an optical scientist at the SUBBY telescope, and so I work on a specific instrument, the Subaru Chronographic Extreme Adaptive Optics, Skexeo. And so I'm in charge of doing a lot of the hardware, the upgrades, the maintenance of the instrument, and also some of the software, so to control the cameras and the displays and things like that. I was interested in astronomy since I was a kid, and so I started looking, what were the jobs available, and so like it was at the time where all the big telescopes were coming online, so Subaru, Gemini, Keck, and so I saw I could become an astronomer, and so I looked what career, what path I had to take to do that. So I went to engineering school in France to study optics. And then I did an internship for my master's thesis at the Subaru telescope for 6 months in 2008. And so after that, I did a PhD, again in optics in France. And then I worked at NASA for 2.5 years in California. And then I came back here at Subaru to work again with Olivier Guillon on the Skexeo instrument. Skexeo is an instrument that takes pictures of exoplanets. So that's the planets that we find around other stars. And so it's a very challenging task. They rotate around, so it's very hard to see them because they're usually lost in the halo of the star. And so we use clever techniques to reduce that halo and to suppress it to be able to find and to image the planet next to it. We always try to add new functionalities to the instrument to try to look at different objects in the sky. The space is very small, so that's a very challenging part of my job. And you can see on that image the inside of the instrument is very crowded. There's a lot of things. So, yeah. One of the most difficult parts is that the instrument is at the summit, so we have to work at the summit, and it can be very hard sometimes because we can work long hours at the summit in high elevation, and so mistakes happen. And one mistake was, for example, one time I was disconnecting a camera, some cooling system from the camera, but I forgot to turn off the cooling flow, and I destroyed this little motor. This is a little motor that we use, that's a translation stage, that we use to move optics in and out of the instrument or to align things. And yeah, that's a very expensive mistake. This is 200,000 yen, so... but that's okay, we had spares, but yeah, that's one of the difficult parts. Yeah, working at the high elevation, sometimes you just make mistakes because it's really hard. Yeah. The most basic item is just this. So inside the instrument, when we build it, we use these machine screws, and so you need these tools. So this is a Allen wrench, and this is a ball driver, and you need that to tighten these screws and to add new things inside the instrument. So that's really the most basic tools I use. But also like this one, this is a caliper. This is used to measure very precisely distances between like the thickness of something, or you can use this side to measure also. So yeah, I just love this tool, it's so precise. Oof, that's a very tough question. I hope so, otherwise we would be very alone in the universe. Yeah, we really hope to be able to find life outside of the Earth. That would be really cool. Oh well, we're gonna look for water. That's the main thing. Water, oxygen. We only know life on Earth, so we will look for conditions that are similar to what we have here. That's an interesting question, because in a lot of movies they look like us, almost like 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head on top. It's really hard to tell. Maybe if the planet's conditions are a little different, then they might look different. You know, if it's a water world, then they would look like fishes, maybe, or octopuses or something like that. But if you have dry land, maybe if the gravity is stronger, then they would look different. It's really hard to tell. So people think about this, but I can't really tell. Oh yeah, I love my job. I've been here for 6 years now, so I don't want to leave. There's so much more to do on the instrument, and it's a very unique instrument, so it would be hard to do that anywhere else. Yeah. It can be hard to find something that you like, but once you find it, you have to try to pursue it and see if you can have a job like doing it, and otherwise you just do it as a hobby also. You know, there's a lot of people doing astronomy as a hobby, and hopefully there will be people helping you to achieve your goals.